A Mid-Michigan sergeant accused of a drunken crash in a county vehicle. But nearly 2 weeks after her arrest, charges still haven't been filed.
Her blood alcohol level reportedly more than twice the legal limit. So why no charges? And is she still on the job? TV5's James Felton is asking the sheriff the tough questions.
Extremely disappointed beyond that, because we as a profession, especially me as a sheriff, try to do everything to shine as a profession. And when people take advantage of that by making bad decisions off duty, it takes back progress that we've made with the public. We are held to a higher standard, and that means on and off duty.
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson talking about one of his sergeants who he will not name because it's a personnel issue. She was off duty when she crashed a county vehicle on I-475 in Flint on January 8th. Her on-scene sobriety test came back above a .20, more than 2 times the legal limit.
I know her personally. She's a 14-year veteran. She's never had an incident in her whole career. And it was a bad mistake.
A mistake that didn't put the sergeant behind bars that night. Here's Swanson's explanation.
When the accident occurred, she had a head injury. An ambulance was called, and she was arrested on scene after providing sobriety tests and transported to Hurley Hospital with a head injury. She was there approximately 36 hours, and that is standard procedure for anybody involved in an alcohol-related incident with injury. They go to the hospital, and blood is taken, which was happened in this case.
Her current punishment, which is subject to change depending on what type of criminal charges, if any, are filed against her, are as follows. 160 hours unpaid suspension. Cannot drive any Genesee County vehicle. Mandated alcohol counseling. She had to sign a 5-year last chance agreement.
Which means that any alcohol-related incident or other major rule, it's an automatic termination with no grievance process.
But why wasn't she fired?
She very well may be fired because the criminal case is still outstanding. We take it to David Layton as soon as we get the blood results back from the lab.
And what about the public not finding out about this until earlier this week, even though the incident happened on January 8th? Swanson tells us she is a union employee with a right for due process that concluded on Tuesday.
She was brought in at 9:30. She was disciplined, and the story broke an hour later.
The case remains under investigation by the Genesee County Sheriff's Office, which leads some to wonder if this is a conflict of interest. Swanson says his office is capable of handling it, citing the cases of former deputies George Sofchak and Corrections Officer Benjamin Reinhardt.
We investigate our own cases as done in the past with 2 cases I sent you. Any case that we investigate, no matter who it is, we do the most professional job, cover all bases, and that includes our own.
Swanson tells us when the sergeant's suspension ends, she will not be allowed on the road.
She's embarrassed and mortified and remorseful beyond words. She's a good person that made a horrible decision.
James Felton, WNEM, TV5.
Swanson tells us he should receive the blood test results in 2 weeks.